Welcome to Drawfee Break, the midweek freeform drawing session. I'm Caldwell.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Tony.
Tony is hanging back, getting ready, getting prepped for the third installment in the Daryl Saga. We're bringing it back around. It gets hairier and sweatier each time we do it, but that won't stop us from doing it because we got to get in shape.
It's like a triathlete ape right now. It's about as hairy and sweaty as it gets.
Those triathlete apes.
All hail Marathon Ape.
Marathon ape.
Mm-hmm. Our new character that we all love.
And Dustin Hoffman was in that one, right?
It's at my favorite 80s movie. It seemed like a weird knockoff from Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Marathon Ape.
Yeah.
It was the same premise. It was Dustin Hoffman kept turning into a fast ape.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun.
It's not gonna win any awards, but we gotta have guilty pleasures.
It was like that.
I could watch Dustin Hoffman turn into any animal, really.
Yeah.
He is such a force.
I think
it's a cinematic
I love the wag
force.
the dog where he turns into a dog and then they wag him.
Is that what that movie is?
I'm
Tony,
pretty
can you get a little closer so people can hear you?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. I wanted people to lean in close to their speakers so we could get tender.
They can't do that.
They can't?
No, they are probably wearing earphones, I imagine.
Oh, well, guys,
some
lean
sort
close into your earphones.
some sort of audio listening device.
There's
Because I'm getting ready to whisper.
Don't whisper, please.
Oh, okay.
Speak loudly and clearly like you're on a fucking stage.
Okay, guys, then I'm going to have to shout my tender thoughts.
So let's get back into this. We're doing Daryl Saga. The last thing that happened was we detailed the origins of our friend Daryl, the Goblin, the Goblin inventor. He received a mysterious note in his newspaper that was basically just a slice of pizza.
It was
with
a
a knife
slice
through
of pizza with a knife through it.
and it said, "You're next."
And he said
The old man.
man was right. So
now Nathan's getting
I'm gonna draw the old man.
Is this an old man or is this an old goblin?
That's an old goblin. We're using man colloquially.
Okay, well, my question then is, within the world of Daryl,
Yeah.
do they refer to each other as like
Man?
humans,
My dude?
like men, or are they?
I think it's like they have their own slang.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
like
is
what up,
there-
my gob?
Is there an understanding that they're goblins then, or they just recognize all people to be people?
That is a great
It's
quandary.
just like when I see blue, is it the same blue that you see?
Tony, that's some hot radio that you're dishing out right now. That is some real good talk there about the metaphysical nature of goblins. I like where you're going with it. I like the philosophical element you're bringing.
Do you still haven't answered my question?
No, I told you, man. They have their own slang for each other. They're fully invested in goblin culture.
Okay, but like him saying man,
Yeah,
what's that mean?
he wouldn't say man.
But he did say man.
He'd say
See comic number 2.
No,
the old man was right.
oh yeah, okay.
when you in Goblin culture, when you get older,
Yeah.
you graduate to being an old man.
Like when you turn 13.
Yeah, but I think it's more like that's translated from goblin speak.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
word-
they're not speaking English, but
Yeah.
we're translating it when we make this comic.
How tall is a goblin?
I think they're taller than a hobbit, but shorter than a dwarf.
Okay.
They're right in between.
But it looks like this old man, he's standing on a box, so he's maybe about as tall as a
Yeah.
hobbit.
That's his box. That's his box that he stands on.
Yeah, goblins are like orc hobbits. I think is the way it works. It's because orcs are like bad elves. They're elves that done got bad, and then maybe they're no. I think goblins are more like they're bad dwarves. That's the deal. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we got some text coming in here. This is great. Perfect. So that's panel 1.
That's panel 1.
What is this? Does this old man have a name? I'm gonna draw panel 2.
I mean, he might. I feel like it. There's no other source of information besides us on this subject.
It's
so
full Outback Steakhouse
can-
rules.
yeah, there are none. And you know what? It's just right.
It's just right. All right, so let me get in here. I'm gonna do my favorite comic technique, which is close up.
A close up. Oh, that's a good technique.
Yeah.
We can really. I feel like, I did a pretty basic character design for the old man. Well, but you can really flesh out the details.
I'm going to get full Ren. I'm going to do full Ren and like partial stimp on this close-up.
Full Ren, partial stimp.
Yeah.
The
full
Caldwell,
John K.
Caldwell comic.
The Caldwell Combo Classic.
I like Outback Steakhouse.
Guys, today's episode is sponsored by Outback Steakhouse. We're all chowing down on a bloomin' onion.
That's true. We are enjoying the anarchic state that exists only within anarchic.
The anarchic Antarctic.
Well, that's technically true. Nobody owns it, so there are no rules there. You can murder in the
and it's also like Australia. I feel like wishes it was Antarctica because that's where there really is no rules, and Australia's all.
That's true. They're like
because
they are
as we all know. Outback Steakhouse speaks for the country and continent of Australia. They're one in the same.
Antarctica is like the out
makes
way,
things
way
easier.
Back.
Say that again.
I said Antarctica is like the out way back.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, Alaska is just sorry, not Alaska. Australia, they're just posing. They're just hardcore posers. They just want the freedom that the Antarctica provides. Both the poles
issue a threat now to any Australian.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We'll destroy you.
Oh gosh. Wow.
For posing.
You what, mate?
Now I'm not on this.
We will destroy
I'm not
you.
on this video series.
How often do you issue threats to entire nations saying that you'll destroy
only
them?
when I'm on somebody else's video.
There you go.
And you guys have to cash the check on that one.
We're gonna.
Oh, we will
situate Drawfee firmly in an anti, in a northern hemisphere, pro northern hemisphere.
Sorry,
YouTube
Southeast.
show.
I don't know how I arrived at this place. I'm the one who said I liked Outback Steakhouse.
Because Outback Steakhouse is the truest form of Outback.
Yeah.
That's
it's true.
This is all Australia with all the bullshit cut out.
Pretty much. You can ask anyone.
There are actually some rules in Australia, but at Outback there are none.
Oh man, that's why I do all my best purging at Outback Steakhouse.
The purge is always in effect at Outback Steakhouse.
It's really hard.
Come on down to Outback Steakhouse where the purge is always in effect.
Oh whoa. That was a good.
Thank
voice.
you. Get your mask on.
All that Hobbit talk has got this looking kind of like a one of them 1970s
like Rankin Bass
Hobbit.
Oh, absolutely. That's
style.
what I'm going for. What I'm doing
was Rankin Bass? Are they the original Franklin and Bash?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. One time they had to chug a beer in the court to prove that they needed a Hobbit as a 13th member to their party.
Who is this content for?
Right now?
Yeah.
Just us.
Okay. Just
there's
checking.
no one else watching.
Your audience was entirely Australian. They turned it off.
They were like, they're stupid.
I have my suspicions, but oh wow, they really just like they locked that in for me. Let's get that there. Great.
If we ever end an episode where people think we're not stupid, we've done something wrong.
That's why we apologize, because nothing is permanent. Reset every episode.
Rebuild the Drawfee continuity
on a minute to minute basis. Mm-hmm. I am doing a cool art trick called stalling, where I just make it look. I do a better job with the art because I don't know what I'm going to say yet. Let me just shrink him a little bit.
I got this thing called rushing.
Yeah,
I rush through everything and it's bad.
Well, that's you just
everyone's got their own styles, and no one is worse or better.
You're more of a Chris Tucker. I'm more of a Jackie Chan when it comes to rushing.
My strategy was to
you rush, I take an hour. What were you gonna say?
I'm like a Shanghai Knights.
That's what. The original title was not Rush Hour. It was Rush and Hour.
Yeah.
It's
well, that was
he's gonna be Rush and he's gonna be Hour.
Exactly. That was their names, right?
Yeah. Agent
Johnny Rush.
Agent Johnny Rush and Agent Tim Hour.
Ironically, they weren't cops. They were cars.
They were cars.
The original script was half Rush Hour, half Cars 2.
Yeah.
And
that was actually
the script for Cars 2 was gonna be just just Rush Hour. Then they had to make a prequel movie.
How did they?
That was Cars.
I don't understand.
So is Shanghai Noon is planes then?
Yes.
Shanghai Noon is Disney's Planes.
It's
Yes.
crazy that they've done so many of those movies, but they haven't done like a cop one yet. Like, why have they not delved into? Why have they not just like teamed up with Fast and the Furious to make like a Cars Fast and the Furious movie? That would be great.
Right.
Like, that's Pixar. Pixar's really good at like.
And Vin Diesel is such a great voice actor.
Yeah, like that's true. He's proven. He's got a proven track record.
He's really good at playing large things that say one or two things.
Where is the Cars Fast and the Furious crossover that this nation demands?
I think we should get a Twitter campaign going.
I think we need like multiple Twitter campaigns.
Everyone hashtag what's the deal? And that hashtag is gonna, implicitly, what's the deal with there not being a car?
Once we, the studios will use context clues from the rest of your tweets.
Yeah.
Be like, what are all these what's the deal tweets coming at us? You get the foreshortening right on that.
Yeah, low foreshortening. He's got a little pudgy.
Nathan, I almost drank your water.
It's a pudgy gobo.
There's this bottle sitting in front of me. I finished my coffee and I instinctively just reached for the bottle.
Why is that cracking you up so?
You could have just the honest, because you didn't. You didn't
No, I
drink
didn't.
it though.
Almost
You
did.
No, I wouldn't have known.
I like that.
And you just said, you just told me. I thought that was funny. I
All
thought
right.
there was a little bit of honesty right there.
And you know what? That's what this
don't
show.
judge my choice in when to laugh.
That's what this show desperately needs. Just a little touch of honesty. Just a little veracity in the ass.
Trying to bring myself where I can.
Hey, less sass, more verace. That's all I've got to say. All right, let me
It's never all you got to say.
let me write the text that I,
like
definitely
how you
planned
made
out.
his speech old by putting a little bump in it.
Yeah, like
It's like old or maybe
it's
angry.
wavering.
It's craggy in some kind of way.
Oh, definitely.
He said the exact same thing. I think we made
Just
that
repeat.
joke last
He
time.
repeated him. That's a good joke.
It's a good joke.
That's a solid goof.
All right,
Thanks,
here we
guys.
go. Sorry for calling you crazy for that whole pizza threat prediction. And he says, like, he says, I don't accept your apology.
Wow. That's gotta hurt. ...
Son, what?
Oh, it was his old man.
It's his daddy.
Whoa.
That's right.
Guys,
this is getting more and more complicated.
We're learning things. This is like this is like that episode of Star Wars where
Which don't spoil it. I've only seen the first 2 episodes of Star Wars.
the first 2 episodes of Star Wars.
That's all that's on Netflix.
This is in I think this is a second season of Star Wars. This happens.
Oh, I see.
Episode.
Is it worth? It's pretty bad right
Episode
now.
2 of the second season. Yeah, it gets better in the second season. All the actors change. There's like there's kind of a time jump.
Oh, is it kind of like a British in that sense?
Okay.
Uh,
I'm going to draw a thing.
there is a British Alec Guinness.
Okay.
You know
Good.
him?
Great pull on that. Great direction to take.
Okay, that works. Okay,
right, Tony's in. Tony's
verifying
locked in.
that Photoshop works here, guys.
We were just tricking you.
Oh.
we were making it not work. Oh, you got cap locks.
Oh,
Caps lock.
frick. What does that do?
It just makes the little circle disappear.
It's fine.
So you don't know how big it is.
Oh, no, I love to know how big it is, though.
Man, this ape is getting sweatier by the minute, you guys.
It's doing a complete one of the skiing things where you shoot the gun.
Skiing things where you shoot the gun? Are you talking about that Olympic sports event?
Yes,
Gun skiing.
gun ski.
I don't think it's called gun skiing. I wish it was.
Well, that's because that's
that's
just
the
like a
sp-
Polish last name.
Right.
That's the sport that James Bond plays.
Does he?
I feel like he's gun.
Yeah, he definitely does it.
He's definitely.
I've
gone
seen him
gun
do
skiing
both.
on
Yeah.
multiple occasions.
Did you guys see that?
I've seen that scene parodied
Uh-huh.
for sure.
Did you guys see that picture they released from the new James Bond movie? That like still of
No.
of Craig.
Craig
of
T.
Craig.
Nelson.
Craig Daniels.
Our buddy Craig. It's funny because it's just like he's wearing like weird like circular like Willy Wonka goggles, and he's wearing like a parka, and he kind of just looks like your dad on a ski vacation.
My dad has gone on many ski vacations.
Like it's like his clothing fits in a really weird kind of like tight way. Like it's like a snowsuit. It's like a snowsuit he's had since the 70s, but it still fits him, and he doesn't want to get a new one. Anyway, I don't think anybody cares about James Bond anymore. I think it's.
I think
it's done.
Skyfall really. There was just a whole lot of running around in the woods.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen.
I wasn't into it. I'm gonna be honest.
That's Nate's take.
I like the part with the Komodo dragons. That was pretty cool.
What happens? I haven't seen this movie. What happens with the Komodo dragons?
Well,
I'm back on board.
Do you want me to spoil that?
Is that like the denouement involves Komodo
No,
dragons?
man,
No,
that's
but
like
I've gotten in trouble for spoiling things that I didn't think were really spoilable.
I need a Komodo dragon database that I can check out.
Like,
I need
which movies have Komodo dragons?
I need to go to imdb.com/Komodo dragons.
Oh, there's that one with Matthew Broderick and The Godfather.
You're thinking of Godzilla.
Marlon Brando.
Oh, Ferris Bueller's Day Off at the Zoo.
You're
But
thinking
close. The other one though.
You're thinking of Godzilla's Day Off.
It's not The Graduate. That's the movie where Dustin Hoffman transforms into a graduate.
Right.
But
he has a very weird contract.
But it's got like
that's The Graduate Man.
yeah.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. It's not to be confused with Wag the Graduate Dog.
I don't actually know if you're talking about Godzilla, actually.
No, it exists. It's got
What
a
movie
Komodo dragon in it. It's got Marlon Brando, and it's got
Matthew Broderick, you said?
Matthew Broderick. Yeah.
Man,
It's something to do with school, maybe.
how dare you come so close and not know what this movie is?
Guys,
I want to know everything about
so
this
many
movie.
things. Forgive me for not knowing one
Is
thing.
it an 80s movie?
Yeah, it is.
Of course, it's an '80s movie.
There's
There's
not
no
a
way
Tony
that movie.
episode unless we talk about some obscure 80s movie.
And also, there's no way that that's not an '80s movie. Everything you described there.
Oh, well, yeah.
Is the Komodo dragon central to the plot?
I think there's a big scene with it at the end.
Really?
Is there a guy in Hollywood that's just like the Komodo dragon guy? Like, do you just roll up to like your buddy
Logan.
Logan? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Logan's Komodos.
Logmodo Dragmo.
Hey, it's me, Komodo Logan. Do you need a somewhat threatening reptile for your movie? Don't want to spend the money on CGI for dragons? I'm your man. I've also got iguanas, bearded lizards, those tiny ones that change colors, geckos for days.
Chameleons?
Gex the gecko.
Okay, cut.
Geico.
Do you think
Geckos.
Gex the
Hey.
Gecko and James Pond are friends?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. They're trying to bring back Gex the gecko. Trying to reboot
Are they?
it. I think so.
Geckos are in, I guess?
Yeah.
I mean, Geico has forced geckos to constantly be in.
I've always loved geckos. I think that they are. It's just like they're so much more relatable than like a cat or a dog or something like that. I think I just
What's the number one way that you're like a gecko?
I'm like a gecko.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, how do you relate?
it
I
would-
relate my own ways.
It would have to be my Cockney accent. I'd say
Oh, yeah.
that's how I'm very.
Hello. You have a car, don't ya?
And the fact that
Be shame if something happened to that car.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think that's the next step is for the Geico gecko to get kind of aggressive.
How many
threatening.
times do you think they've pitched an entire sitcom, like with the Geico gecko in it?
They had one. They had one with the cavemen, right?
I know.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm
that
saying
lasted like all of 2 episodes.
Well, but they learned their lesson, and now they are
They're
coming back with
really-
the
I
gecko.
guarantee you, they're on a desk somewhere. There's a script called, I don't know, Parks and Gex is what it's
Nice.
called, and pulled
You
it out.
made it work.
His only character, like the only thing about his character, is he's a gecko,
Yeah,
and he really likes talking about insurance.
yeah, that's enough. Oh, he's also British.
Like
That's
that.
3 things.
I guess you just need like an ensemble cast sort of around him.
I mean, honestly, think about it. Like,
and then one of the, like the fat lovable guy.
he is the Willy Loman of our generation. He goes home every night to his gecko wife.
Right. So
Maybe not. Maybe he's married to like another type of lizard.
I think geckos are amphibians.
Yeah. That's true. Are they reptiles or are they amphibians?
I think they're amphibians.
No, you're thinking of salamanders.
Oh, you're right.
You cad. How dare you? How dare you bring that incomplete knowledge to this show?
Darn.
Anyway.
I got it wrong.
The penalties are so fierce.
Guys.
You can't see, but Nathan is red with shame right now.
That's how I'm like a gecko. I turn red with shame, just like
Your
geckos do.
Flesh, yes. You know so much about geckos.
Guys,
Anyway,
did you want to know about geckos?
they didn't. They didn't 30 minutes ago. They don't now.
You've come to the right place.
Let's check in.
Let me talk about geckos some more.
Let's not do that. Let's check in with Tony, actually.
Oh, guys, it's getting thick and
Oh,
hairy
wait.
over here.
Is this like
They got them sticky tongues.
Is he a spy?
Right?
You know he is.
For eating flies.
Okay.
This pizza was
Crickets.
an imposter working for the bad guy.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
Whoa, the pizza that had a knife through it?
Yeah. It's the oldest
is
trick
that-
in the book,
Are
man.
you sure? Or is that another slice of pizza?
Well,
Oh, wait, no. Because he... All right, I see what's going on.
it's...
He was holding the pizza
Yeah.
in his hand in the first panel, and he was so taken aback.
He's
Oh,
got
he's got
like
a scar.
He's got a little scar.
That's how we'll know
It's
later
like
when,
a
when we have to decide which pizza to shoot.
Steve Martin style hat that's got the arrow through it.
I love it.
With the knife.
Oh yeah, but it's a knife, man. What's something threatening to say? Ready the hounds.
I was going to
Yeah.
say ready the device.
The pizza, he kind of talks a little bit sideways.
Well, he was
That shit-
stabbed.
oh no! Oh no!
You gotta...
I gotta
Dog,
transform
don't you
the whole
text?
tool.
Don't you know how to free transform?
Barely, man.
Is this your first time in the shop?
Ready?
Tony transformed some text to make it fit inside
No
the
good.
bubble he drew.
I gotta change shirts. It's
Oh,
so
there we go.
sweaty.
Is it hairy
My
too?
my tank top, my nipples are just soaked up in this.
Oh, but this.
Thought we were gonna make it through an episode without Caldwell talking about his nipples.
You
Never.
were
Didn't-
wrong as
didn't happen.
hell.
We
were
have
so
our
close.
We've got
We
our
were so
trademark
close.
talking points. You go off on geckos, I get wild on nips. That's just how it is.
Where's
every
the
once,
carrot?
every
Oh,
day.
there it is.
You know-
What are you trying? Oh, the hound device.
Yeah. Well, you said device, and that sounded so good.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get rid of hounds.
I like hound device. That really
Yeah.
is very specific. That really like kind of zeroes us in on the next page.
We got.
Do they know? Wait, do they see this guy talking on the phone, or is it like?
No, man, because there is
There's so much familial tension.
there's
Yeah.
familial tension and just like a straight up. There's like a countertop in
Oh,
the
I
way.
see.
Oh shoot! I almost said the S shit.
That would have been fine.
I know.
You and then you
Tom,
did.
we don't give a shit if you say
You
the
did
S word.
say it though.
Yeah, I wanted to be on control when I say it though.
Oh,
See,
so
he's hiding behind like a little countertop.
Those conveniently placed countertops.
Yeah, it's got like
is
oh
from-
no, oh wrong tool.
God damn, Tony,
Oh,
get it together, man.
We're almost at the end.
Oh, this is
yeah,
great.
Oh, there
It's
you
got
go.
tile and
Pulling it
you
off
know,
of that tile.
Shit. Okay.
What
It's
you
got
didn't
tile.
see in between the first and second panels,
What the hell, it's got
Daryl
one of
was
these
like-
too.
in between the first and second panels, Daryl was like, "Hey, do you mind if I put this pizza down over by this countertop?"
Oh yeah, I
That's
mean,
implied.
Yeah,
You know, we got to be efficient storytellers.
Yeah,
if we
like-
only have 3 panels.
just like
yeah. I mean, his
Scott
hand
McCloud's-
could be reaching and just like putting it
don't man.
over here.
You're giving them too much.
I know. I'm not leaving it there. That pizza's got
hand is
legs.
so little.
He can move on his own.
Scott McCloud is
His hand
so
gets-
ashamed. Scott, I'm sorry.
well, guys,
I think we did it.
this
There's
is
another chapter.
another chapter in the Daryl the Daryl cycle
the saga.
saga of Daryl.
I like the Daryl. Yeah, the Goblin cycle. The 13th chapter of the Goblin cycle. Daryl, the murder of Daryl. That's our show this time.
We're gonna make it make
please-
sense.
It will make sense at one point.
It'll be like, whoa, they had a plan this whole
For
time.
some time of that bit,
For some time.
I'm going to change
I'll
that
tell
I
you
so he's
what
looking
time.
forward.
It's the immediately before and during the drawing.
Yes.
That's the best time.
That's the time. That's the magic hour. I'll tell you that
okay,
much.
you know about living in the now? That's what we're doing. It's really good.
Let's go live in the now elsewhere.
Okay,
We're sorry.
let's do it right now.